So a final little noodle here, C++, in order to use ASCII art, which I'm sure you're familiar with. It is using character art to display, you know, cat faces, things like that in simple text output. We can use that same idea here, but make it potentially much, much larger. So here on the bottom of the practical video description and here at the bottom of the practical Dropbox, you will see a link for an ASCII art generator. You can use this one. You can use any ASCII art generator you would like to. Honestly, it's up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and follow this ASCII art generator, which gets me here. You can see I get a little type something window. I'm going to call it Dungeon Crawler. You can see I get ASCII art for that nearly instantaneously here in my window. Bottom left hand corner, I'm not sure you can see it here. I don't know where this video cuts off. You can say select and copy. What that is going to do is exactly what it sounds like. Copy the text of your ASCII art in plain text. So I'm going to come back here to our previous colored output. This also has, you can tell because it's pausing here, the system pause, press C to continue. Presently, we are at the colored foreground for our text to be displayed. So what I want to do is stop the program from running. That is true. What I want to do here is in between lines 26 and 30, thereabouts. I've already put 2 lines in here. What I want to do is make a cout statement. I want my dungeon crawler to be at the very top of our screens. So cout, this is what you have to know. What we need is to be able to display here a raw string output. What essentially that means is when we are using ASCII text, what we are relying on is forbidden characters as far as C++ is concerned. You mean, C++ asks you, the developer, you mean you want me to use keyword characters for this, underscores. You want me to use ampersands. You want me to use dollar signs, periods, commas, etc. And you, the developer, say, that's what I want you to do. Nah, I don't want to do that. The way we can do this is what is called a raw string. So here inside of my cout statement, I need a raw string. The capital R here tells C++ that this is a raw string. So next, what we need is the strings are all represented inside of double quotes. So there you go. A paren. So inside of the parens goes my raw string, and then my end double quote. So you'll notice I do also have one more insert character here. That is because what I want to do is include a \n so that my output looks better in the output console. So here, in between my capital R, my double quotes, and my parens, I'm going to paste my dungeon crawler ASCII. And when I run this, what we'll see is, and I'm going to have to resize that window, you can see my dungeon crawler ASCII art is here as my display. Any of the previous things we did to this, we can do here again. So if I want to have, let's say, let me remember to stop this. If I want to have, let's say, a red font face for this, if I want the characters to be displayed in red, there we go, dungeon crawler is in red. If you want a red background, I can simply say red underscore BG and display my red background there, and that goes and works. So I did also forget, I should have put new line characters here to give us just a little bit of a space and make it look better as I'm doing it in the runtime. But what do you notice? This plain text is not so plain as the text, right? It has that background. What we want to do is just remember here, what we want to remember is to also have our reset included here. So that will take care of that. So there we have it, C++. We have colorized foreground, background. We have press any key to continue. We have the ability to change the color, or change rather our output to a clear screen. And now finally, we also have the inclusion of ASCII art to really make our projects look the way we want them to. So have at it, C++. I know you are going to have fun.